right, we are going to start with bridge raises. For bridge raises, you want to start laying on the ground with your feet about hip width apart and in a neutral position away from your body. So not too far out and not like scrunched up against you, right? Kind of where your feet would sit if you weren't thinking about it. We'll start there. We might need to move in or out, but we'll figure that out as we go. So from here, you're going to tuck your tail and tuck your ribs to get a stacked trunk position. I have another video that explains the stacked trunk position if you need help finding that. Ultimately, it'll feel a lot like you're pushing your low back into the ground when we're on the floor like this. So from that position, I want you to press through your heels to reach your hips straight up into the air. And then back down. Tuck your tail, tuck your ribs, press through your heels to reach straight up. For a lot of us, this will feel actually like we're pushing up and down because we're tight in various parts of our body. So ways to know that you're doing it the way that we want to, you're going to feel it strongly in your glutes. And when you look down, you should be able to see your ribs, your hips, and your knees or the top of your legs. If you can only see your belly, then you're probably actually arching your back and pushing up and over your head. That's fine. Just notice that it's happening. Go back down, retuck, and then push up. Think at that point about maybe pushing up and toward your knees and also not going so high. As long as you're feeling it here, you don't have to go any particular height. So once we've got bridge raises down, we're going to move into another variation called bridge marching. So you'll move your feet together so that you don't have to shift your weight each time. You'll go through the same setup, tuck your tail, tuck your ribs, push your hips straight up. Again, doesn't have to be very high as long as you're feeling engagement in your glutes. And then you're going to raise one foot and raise the other. You're just going to march. Things that are important here, still press through the heels when you're in your steady position. And you want to make sure that you're setting your feet down right next to each other so you don't accidentally start marching yourself out away from your body. If you do, that's fine. Go ahead, come back, reset, and then start again. After bridge marching, we have single leg bridges, which set up the same way as your bridge marching. Feet will be together. We're going to do the same. Tuck, tuck, up. And then from there, you'll raise one foot and raise and lower. Again, just like bridge marching, because you're splitting the work between the sides of your body, you may not go up that high. Totally fine. Move within your range of motion and make sure that you're feeling all of these pretty squarely in your glutes. If you feel a little bit more here than in your glutes, that means your feet are probably too far away from your body. Bring them back in. If you feel everything here, then that probably means that your feet are too close to your body and you're going to want to move them out. It's fine to feel a little here and a little here, but most of what we want is right here and then some here. So those are our bridge variations. Now it's your turn. You try.